This is Flat Cap Cafe Racer here with Rapid Roy.
Hi there.
We're at the Mecum auction. Just walked in the door, and the auction won't start for another couple hours. So we're going to show you some good bikes here today, and Rapid Roy might even buy one.
No, I'm not buying one.
He's buying one. This video is going to be a little hard for me to put together. I don't know how many of you have been to a motorcycle auction or have seen one on TV, but I think I'll start by kind of showing you a little bit about how they go about getting the bikes up there, and showing you one of the bikes being bid on to start with. Then I'll show you some of the other things behind the scenes. So folks, you can see here, these are the ones that are going into the auction first today, and they'll go through this door here. Then Wednesday, the rest of Wednesday's bikes are along the far wall. Then Thursday, Friday, and finally Saturday. This is where they keep some of the bikes, and some of the bikes are upstairs. This is going up to the auction floor. You can see them rolling the bikes up. This is where the bikes roll up onto the stage. Going back, panning back to the staging area. We're setting up in the cheap seats. Right down the bottom is where the bidders are.
It's 6,000 now to get me 6 here. Now five bid. I'm gonna bid about 5. And 5 gonna bid about 5 here. Folks, you 65 in a bid. It's 6,000 out of 5. And now 5 now 7. Now 7 bid. I'm gonna bid about 7 here. Now I'm gonna bid about 5. 75 bid. 7 out of 5. And now 5. I'm gonna bid us his own flagging. I'm gonna bid about 75. You want a 5? And a 5 bid. 75 here. Not gonna bid anybody. Gonna bid Zach. You want a 5? And 5 down. I'm gonna bid about 5 down 7. I'm gonna bid about 5 here. A half. Sold 7,000. Sold 7,000 under Jordan.
W60 is a 1972 Hidaka 100. Or as we used to call them the Super Rats.
They're all different.
Looks like it's got a fairly new chain. That got a little pitting around the gas tank there on this side. Roy has spotted a 650 turbo, same model as his, and probably not near the shape, right?
I could probably tell you everything wrong with it in a few minutes. Oh, see, this is what I had on mine that I drove holes for, just like I explained on the way over. And I got a new fender just because I had holes in it like that, to put it back to original. This crack here.
This is a non-reserve, so it was going to sell.
Seat's been recovered. This has a 500 turbo starter. You can tell by that Phillips screw there. 500 starters are better anyway. And this is exactly what I did with mine back in the day. I put instrument here, and I had a Hobbs meter here.
Doubt my greatness. It's really frustrating. That's what Harold said to me. Is there a clip over there? Yeah.
Don't break it, you're being taped.
Hey, do you need, there's a lot of them here that are in really good shape.
What you find is that as you go towards Friday and Saturday, they get to be more expensive and they're in better shape. Most of these are in conditions. We've seen some pretty conditions too, one being the best. We've seen some 2s, but most of them are probably 3s and 4s over here.
What's the worst condition?
I think 5 that you can, but that's not a non-runner. And
oh yeah.
What I'm saying about the, see about the left side I was talking to you?
Yeah. What did you say about it?
It looks crappy. Look at it.
Of course it does. Look at that pump or whatever that is.
Yeah,
Air pump or valve or something.
Yeah. It's a beautiful bike. Then they spoil it by putting that on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks good from that side, right?
You know that's California.
Yeah.
Is it just
I've got one of these.
Just the California one?
California has an exhaust gas recirculation valve, and there you're looking at it. It's a hideous thing.
Yeah, it's a great looking bike. You take that off.
Don't you remember being saved by that? I've got a California. I've had a couple of these that didn't have that.
That's this thing you're talking about?
Yeah,
right
you
here?
see that big octopus hanging on.
It's a great looking bike other than that piece. It's like
California, that's what they did
to
to you.
Air valve or something? For the
I think it injects fresh air into the exhaust, I think.
They're new.
They're the perfect combination for a collectible bike because they were horrible at the time. The selling.
Yeah.
So the sales were so bad that now they're so rare to find.
Yeah.
They actually shipped 1,000 of them back to Germany. An importer bought them and shipped them back there because they sold so poorly. We have a shop and we have it in the shop, and people will come in and tell us stories. Oh, I used to work in a Honda dealership in the 90s, and we had one of these that was covered in dust and no one wanted to look at it. And then now they wish they would have bought it for a 1700 or whatever it was.
You know, some of the stepchildren of the old days are now the
that's exactly
the stars.
Yeah, that's the recipe, is limited production, and it didn't do well. Kind of the Cafe Racer Harley is that way.
Yeah. XLCR.
Yes, didn't sell well.
77. They couldn't give them away.
Yep, that's exactly what I mean. These are the same way. Couldn't give them away.
Nice Sportsters. I'm gonna pull my mask down a little bit so I can drink my soda. It's a 1967 XLH. All right, next door is another Sportster. 1968. Tarted up just a little bit with the bags, touring seat. To me, these look better than the new Sportsters. So far, we can come consensus that Roy should not buy bikes for me, and I should not buy bikes for Roy, because obviously, I think we've not agreed on too many bikes so far. This was always an interesting bike to me. It had the 6-cylinder, it had the little bags on it. I think a lot of them were police bikes. Didn't they make some of these police bikes in Europe? I spotted Roy's bike for him already.
Yeah, there you go.
The Indian.
Oh, seat's low now.
1969 Indian. You know, that'll probably sell for as much as this bike does.
You know what's nice about this?
What?
Yeah, this is a left side shift. This is one of the later ones.
You don't see too many blue ones either.
This is my favorite. I like this.
Of course you do. It's not racing red.
What did you say today, though?
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Are you sure? No?
That's the Bull Taco symbol, folks. If you look on the gas tank.
This is my favorite so far. Compared to a mini bike.
Roy says this is a real motorcycle compared to mini bike back then. This was his first real motorcycle.
This was my first real motorcycle that I spent $204.75 on, brand new.
How old were you then, Roy?
Well, in 72? No, 70. 13? Turned 13 that year.
Roy was still the same size then at 13 it is now.
My friend George had a mini trail, the MT50, and he was way cooler than me because he had the bigger wheels.
Roy went past the 500 Yamaha, and he spied this orange Mecum. It's lot one W187. It's a 1971 Mecum 125. And folks, the front tire of this is probably not more than a
275?
Oh, it's not. I see mountain bikes with bigger tires than that.
I think that's a 2.5. That's interesting. That's very narrow.
That's a narrow.
I'm gonna look at that size.
and it looks like it's a rotary valve.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that with the 125, or 125, which were kind of rare, the 125. It's supposed to be a light bike.
A 1973 Kawasaki H1, no reserve, 5,500 miles, Barnett clutch. It's got some new stuff on it, seals and things on it. The gas tank looks original. It's got some scratches and pecks and stuff. I've decided to break this up into two parts. They've got so many more bikes I want to show, and I'm going to leave out so many anyway. So this is part 1 of 2, and a couple more days we'll get part 2 of 2 out. A lot more bikes to see. Stay tuned. Join me and my friends at Flat Cap Cafe Racer for riding and racing. Please subscribe.